I'm David Herst, class of '72, and I was a debater for 2 years. Unfortunately, after my junior year, that summer, my father saw fit to pick up the family and move to Los Angeles. So I was denied the pleasure of being a senior, being at the top of the pecking order, which is where you ultimately want to be when you're in high school. I want to speak off the cuff, but first I want to read something that I wrote. Mike Shepard mentioned early in his remarks that he started the ball rolling discussing an initiative to basically institutionalize Bill's legacy. And I've been participating in that discussion. And I wrote something along those lines that I'd like to read. High school plays a critical role in the development of the young person. It's not only a place where students begin to build the foundation of knowledge about the world, it's also a place where adolescents can learn those intangible essentials that set them on the path to adulthood. Along that path, the guidance of caring, perceptive, committed teachers can make the difference in the student's journey between reaching a hilltop and scaling a mountain. At New Trier, Bill Sanders was the quintessence. When's the last time you heard that word? Bill Sanders was the quintessence of such an educator. Beyond his roles as advisor, speech teacher, and debate coach, he was an educator for life, an educator in life. Year after year, he inspired students to reach past their grasp, to see through the image in the mirror, to look beyond the hilltop to the mountain in the distance. And in the process, he created a community of former students who feel indebted to him for his contribution to their lives. That community is very well represented here, obviously. I'm part of that community. And I'm a little chagrined right now because I didn't prepare anything beyond that. And I was going to talk about some of the experiences that I had with Bill, both in high school and afterward, that I thought were just absolutely unique. Much to my surprise, they're not. But they are unique in my life. And one of the incredible things about him was that it wasn't rote with him. It wasn't just something that he would react and he would say something that he said to a dozen or 100 people in the past. Every connection that he had with an individual was a unique, committed connection. One example that comes to mind is when I was a junior, my partner and I made it to the final round of the Illinois IHS state championship. And we faced one of the teams from Evanston, who were a very, very strong team, kind of notorious. And we lost the round. And so the championship went to them. And Bill was of the strong opinion that it was a bad decision. But it wasn't a matter of, oh yeah, it was a bad decision, you really won. It was heartfelt, and he gave reasons for it, because he always had reasons for the things that he believed in. And he made me believe that it was actually true. Other experiences that come to mind. I had the opportunity to go camping with him. He took myself and 2 of my friends to Canada one summer. There was an island up there in Manitoba that he wanted to buy, and I don't think he ever succeeded in buying it. But he visited it often, and he took the 3 of us on a canoeing trip. So we had 2 canoes, 4 individuals, and I learned a lot. I learned the term lily dipping, which means you're sort of pretending to paddle, but you're not really paddling. I'd be in the back, or I'd be in the front, he'd be in the back, and I'm stroking and stroking and stroking, and say, David, you're lily dipping. Put some effort into it. I learned how to pitch a tent. I learned how to appreciate true beauty in nature. It wasn't the first time I'd gone camping, but all the other opportunities were with my family, and that's a whole different experience. But, and I saw the Northern Lights for the first time. And those were just incredible experiences that stick with me always. The other thing that comes to mind, and I'll end with this one, is that I was a pretty good student in school. My freshman year, I got maybe half my grades were A's, and most of the others were B's. There was an occasional C here and there. And I was proud of that. I thought that was pretty good. And then I joined the debate team sophomore year. You never got to join freshman year. You always had to have 1 year of school under your belt before you can join the debate team. And first quarter, I got 5 A's. And I was just blown away. And I showed it to Bill. And all he said was, "Did it ever occur to you that that should be happening all the time?" Well, the fact is, it hadn't occurred to me. But it occurred to me after that. And with due modesty, it happened pretty regularly after that. So anyway, like everyone else, Bill lives in my heart.